Joining an MBA is an important step in most people's career because they're actually trying to change, advance, do something differently after they complete it. So it is a very conscious decision given the resources and the effort that's required. And the Executive MBA is really designed for both locally based Swiss as well as expats who are here because we teach in English. And it's for mid-career professionals who are truly looking to either update or change what they're doing in their career. We've designed our curriculum here at HEC so that it satisfies two core needs. One is that fundamental need. People who are 36, 38, 45 years old are coming back to school. So we give them those core classic business courses, which we'd call the core business skills, finance, accounting, strategy, these types of things. But our constituency also is looking to advance in specific industries, which are our specialization, our focus areas, which include healthcare and finance. Because one, we have the skills, and two, we believe they're both important industries in this region. The core curriculum aims to enhance participants' understanding of business analytics, strategic management, and leadership. So while our program is typical in many of the courses we teach, we're very atypical or unusual, some people may say, in that we actually place our students and their organizations as part of society. And one of the things that is paramount, not just in our program, but at HEC in general, is how does everything you do as a manager impact society, and how does society impact what you're doing? And Professor Palazzo, who is our business and society professor, will explain that.
Well, the unusual thing about my course is maybe that what I do goes a bit deeper into participants' identity. In my course, it's not just about companies, it's about giving methods to answer that question for yourself if you are a student in the MBA program. Because I show them a way of dealing with the question, but I don't tell them what is right and wrong, because they have to discover that themselves. They have to feel aligned with a solution or with a decision, and I cannot fill them with what is right and wrong. And that is partly painful because you might have more questions than answers after a session, but that's what I want. I want them to leave with more questions and the feeling that they have to answer them for themselves, equipped with the tools that I give them. So that's why my course goes deeper, and maybe it's more challenging and potentially more transformational for participants.
The faculty of HEC Lausanne is recognized for the outstanding quality of its research and education in finance. We have the unique opportunity to benefit from this expertise as some of the best finance professors in the world teach a range of subjects that are essential for today's leaders.
Many people, when they come to the class, they're kind of scared, this is finance is for experts and so on. And I think my humble goal is to kind of convey that finance is not that complicated that many people make it out to be. So my humble goal is to democratize the process of learning finance. There are basic concepts of finance that everyone should know and can know without any difficulty. And these are basic concepts which are useful for people even in their personal life. So that's really my goal, to help people understand finance for what it is, which is not very complicated, but an important part of their personal and professional life.
Healthcare is one of the most important industries in Switzerland, with many of the world's leading healthcare companies on our doorstep. In partnership with renowned medical institutions, we have designed a specific focus oriented towards the needs of professionals working in this dynamic sector.
After having worked for more than 10 years in hospitals, I was struck by the poor communication between hospital administrators, physicians, and I came to the conclusion that our healthcare systems needed people being able to understand the reality of both healthcare and economic world. And that's why I applied for the MBA in HEC Lausanne. From marketing to strategy, from accounting to finance, from public speaking to negotiation, everything was a discovery. People came from private companies. People came also from public hospitals. And with the MBA, you become one of the rare people able to understand the language, the culture of the neighboring group of people of this country.
We have structured our program such that In addition to the pure classical academic programs and training, we do a lot of personal skills and a lot of professional development, because for us you can't separate the personal and professional development from the academic skills that we're giving you. Our program is designed to help people change, or we actually use the word transform, and it's because it's a very interactive process. It's great to have new skills and understand statistics or finance better than you did when you started, but we also want you to understand yourself and see how you can contribute to society, the organization you're in, and ideally to yourself.
The Career Management Series is one of the elements of the program that focuses on soft skills, offering participants the opportunity to work with executive coaches on their professional development.
So what this class is really doing is working with the MBAs, saying where are you today in your career, where do you want to go, and what sort of tools, knowledge, skills, behavioral competencies do you need to help you get there. There's no rocket science. We're not giving things that they can't find on the internet. What we're really giving them is an opportunity to sit down, think through it, and work through it with a team of people.
One of our greatest assets is our EMBA community. Whether it's our participants, faculty members, or administrative team, we make sure that the people who participate in and contribute to our program share the same ambition and willingness to innovate and grow.
It's a very, very dynamic teaching environment, I think, and it's with this type of students, it's almost impossible to do it otherwise. Getting in there, presenting things to them, getting them to react. The relationship that we create over time with them is also something that is fantastic. The whole EMBA team takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of energy to actually try to make sure the selection process of the students is really in line with what we want to achieve in the program. This is extremely important because, you know, in a program like this, again, what the students are going to learn is not only what you bring to them, right, but it's also what they bring themselves to the classroom, right? So students are smart, they are knowledgeable, they are international, and they typically bring a ton of experience and knowledge about their industries and their jobs. You want to and you need to, it would be a waste of resources to not use, right, this amount of knowledge and experience and enthusiasm that they bring to the classroom. So this is something that we try to leverage as much as possible.
Graduating from the program allows you to join an exclusive alumni network, anchored in the Swiss and European economic landscape. One of the distinctive characteristics of our community is the balance between its international mindset and its commitment to engage in the local environment.
I wanted to stay in an area where actually I stay connected with the people I meet, both the students and the professors. So I didn't want to go somewhere where I have to travel to, you know, Brazil and China for different projects and people to come from different areas. I wanted to be somewhere where people are really also local and regional, and when I can have a community.
I see it as a family because we have common goals, we have common values, and we have passion to the knowledge.
The Executive MBA gave me a very nice network. We meet often. I can introduce some of these people to my clients. We go together sometimes to meetings, so it's quite important to have this proximity and the opportunity to meet when we want to.
Our program has a global faculty, and our professors come from all over the world. They hold doctorates from leading universities and strive to deliver evidence-based teaching based on the latest research in their respective fields. They engage participants and challenge them to think and act responsibly in both the business environment and society in general.
So for me, the professors were good because not only the content was good and they were highly experts in their fields, but many and most of them were good in the delivery. So it made it fun, it made it motivational, it was inspirational in the lectures, it was very interactive. You get the theory and you get really expert advice from people. And I felt most of the professors really had a passion for what they're talking about. I think that's the most important quality a professor should have.
We have a clear vision and values that are important to us. such as passion, collaboration, innovation, leadership, and integrity. These serve as a compass for our actions, and we expect people to come into our program with a similar mindset, along with a clear set of objectives that they want to achieve.
Actually, during the MBA, I was asked by my CEO if I wanted to go to operations. I think the EMBA opened me a couple of doors, and the position I have today would not have been possible without the EMBA. It was a hard time, but at the end it was not so hard because I was absorbed by the program and I was fully motivated about what I was doing. I was learning every day, every minute I was in the program. I enjoyed it. The results were just after the MBA, where I had the opportunity to change the position, and 5 years after the end of the program, I can just say that was worth it. I learned a little bit of everything what is needed in a company, and this is exactly what I'm using today. I have a head of all the functions, so there are HR people reporting to me, there are marketing people, sales people reporting to me. There are operations people reporting to me, so I have all these functions for which I need to have understanding of. And the MBA was the right place for doing that, actually.
I think as well that I'm benefiting a lot from the studies because I've managed to work with a completely unknown people, strangers, as a team on the projects which were outside of my core competencies and my working experience. And this one helped me to actually change my job twice since I'm finished and actually get into a situation and I have been recognized and promoted into new companies because I wasn't scared to go, to work with new people, to be able to get along with them quickly. And I wasn't scared or I was comfortable to actually take new challenges because I knew that I've done the MBA, so I can do and accomplish things in my new job as well. Leadership courses, negotiation courses, something which helps to enlarge your soft skills is really important because people quite often get the hard skills. However, they are missing the managerial skills. And here we did have a great opportunity to actually enhance our soft skills, and I believe that it does help too. So I sort of balanced my hard skills against my soft skills, and I've learned how to leverage on the soft skills, and people are telling me that I actually became much more, maybe not social, but easier to work with person.
Our admissions process is rigorous and competitive as we want to ensure that we select the right mix of profiles for each class. We focus on fit with our program, and we seek to attract open-minded, resourceful, and ambitious professionals.
We look for a diversity of personalities, so we're looking for introverts and extroverts. We're looking for people with a diversity of backgrounds in terms of the industries they represent. We look for people in marketing, people in finance, people in pharma, really a range of industries. We also look for people who are highly motivated, people who want to do an MBA, people who see a value in doing it at this point in their lives. They have to be at a place where they have the capacity, not just intellectually, but also in terms of time to do this because it's an intense program. So we encourage candidates to meet with us and talk with us about what is involved with the program and whether it's the right timing for them. We also have several information sessions, some of which are held on campus throughout the year, and some of which are held in different cities in Switzerland and nearby surrounding areas. So there's lots of information available through those venues, but also on our website.
I've graduated 3 years ago. But what I can tell you very honestly and from my heart that it was, I think, one of the best decisions which I've done in the last 10 years. And I really wish the people to be bold and to make the effort and to subscribe for the challenge.